You have a very short attention span. That's not necessarily your fault, it's just something developed from living in our modern digital world, where instant gratification is as far away as your smartphone. I mean, let's face it, even now you're distracted. You're thinking about all the notifications you're getting from various social media platforms, and that's okay. Most people in today's generation can barely pay attention to something like this, a video, for more than a few minutes without wanting to do something else. And like I said, that's okay. Because of that, my goal is to make these vlogs as short as possible, say 5 minutes or less. So with that being said, let's get into my background. My name is Kenneth Hudgens, and I'm a complete fucking nobody. For the past 2 years, I've worked as a day stalker at Walmart. I'm 21 years old, and I still live with my parents to save money. And don't get me wrong, aside from living virtually rent-free, I pay for all of my own shit. I have my own car that I bought and paid for, handle my own bills, and I generally help out around the house whenever I'm needed. So you could say I'm in a really lucky and stable position. I could certainly be worse off compared to most people. But a year ago I noticed I felt stagnant, like I was going nowhere in life, and I kind of got really depressed over it. I saw all of my friends from high school going off to college, joining the military, getting married and having kids, while I was just kind of sitting home and doing nothing. So today I'm going to tell you what I did to fix that. So after doing some research, I eventually decided to go into computer programming because they not only had the best salaries, but also the most unfulfilled positions across the entire country. Now, unfortunately, I can't afford a 4-year CS degree at some great university, and going at a minimum of $40,000 into debt just to do so doesn't seem like a good idea to me. So I decided I would get an associate's degree. I'd figure out what I know and don't know so that when I'm finished, I could self-study, build up a portfolio of projects, and based off that, I might be able to get an entry-level job somewhere, which is what I'm doing. As of right now, I'm halfway through my Programming Analyst Associate's degree at Central Texas College, and I'm incredibly lucky to have a job that gives me the days off I need to go to school. On a side note, I go to tech meetups whenever I have the time, and there was one in Dallas recently where I met this software engineer who worked on the Mozilla Firefox web browser. I kind of told him my plan as we were drinking some terrible cheap beer, and his reaction was like, "Oh yeah, that sounds great. I mean, I'd hire future you." And hearing him say that kind of pushed my confidence in what I was doing like sky high. As for what I'm doing right now, last semester one of my favorite classes was C++, Intro to Object-Oriented Programming. I had rented the textbook for that class off of Amazon, should be this one right here. But by the end of it, I decided to go ahead and purchase it so I could study it on my own after the class was over. And I'm a little halfway through it at this point. And one of the things that has been throwing me for a loop has been the use of pointers. I kind of understand them now, although smart pointers still confuse the hell out of me. I actually take this book with me to work so I can study and take notes on my lunch break. And just last week, there was this lady I worked with. She came up to me and asked me, it was like, "It's summer break. Why are you still studying? Well, you should be out like on the beach having fun somewhere." And my response to her was that I can't. If I want to do this type of thing as a job, I have to always be studying because I'm competing against people who are putting the same, if not way more work into this than I am because they don't have a job to go to. For something like this, you can't just take 2.5 months off for summer and then expect to pick it up again right where you left off. So you have to practice every day, which is what I try to do. This coming fall semester, I'm taking IT Security, Web Design 1, and the class I dread the most, which is Digital Fundamentals, where you work with breadboards and stuff of that nature. I tried taking it last semester online, but that was a terrible mistake. It was too hard. I had to drop it like halfway through. Anyway, that's what's going on. That's the end of vlog 1. Peace.